Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the last lecture, I have told you how to upload the man hours in the P6 and how to calculate the man hours in the Excel sheet and export from P6, and then again using VLOOKUP formula we can copy from our Excel sheet to exported Excel file, and then again back to import to the P6. So as I have told you that there are three types of resources: labor sources, non-labor, and the material sources. So today I will tell you how to calculate this machinery resource, that is the non-labor sources, and how to upload on a P6. So it is the same way. You will go here, resources, and this project resources, that are this man hours for the project that are shown here. So again you will calculate here the machinery resources. So you will write here, for example, any type of the machinery you have. So first you have to write here non-labor resources. Non-labor sources, and here you can just write non-labor resource NLR. So then here you will go to details and click non-labor, and from there here you can select the calendar and default units per time 10 per day, that is okay. So maximum units per time 10 per day, that is also okay, and that's it. You have to do this type of the settings. Then the non-labor sources you have to write here. So for example, your resources, for example, JCB, operate JCB. Then your next resources, this is also, you will go here and make it non-labor. Then next one is excavator. Then your next resources, tower crane or mobile cranes. This one also non-labor. So the main resources, the main machinery, JCB, then this excavator, then the cranes, then this the other main resources, other main machinery you have in your project. So you need to upload that machinery. Don't go into too much details. The machinery that is not critical, you don't need to upload it. So once you have defined these non-labor resources, you will go to the activities, and here you will see on which activities you can install which type of the resource. For example, so we have here scaffolding, and then we have this walls activities here. So what I will do, that to all the wall activities I will install, I will create a one resource mobile crane here, scissor lift. We need here scissor lift. For example, we need scissor lift for these activities, because this in cinema you have this MEP surfaces on very long height, so you need scissor lift for all these activities. So let's suppose that for this all the wall activities, first we need to apply, you need to do the activity coding for all the wall activities. Then you can apply the filter and open only this wall activities. So now I will select all these wall activities. First you need to select one activity and add resource, and then you can select all of these activities and double click here, scissor lift. So now you see that for each activity we have scissor lift here. Then the next activity, these are the walls. So again I will select all these activities. Then for the next tutorial, walls, so now all of our activities, for all of our activities we have installed the scissor lift, we have assigned this scissor lift. So now we need to export this file. So we'll go to here, file, and then click export spreadsheet, then next activities, resource and resource assignments, and click next, export, then click next. This resource loading template I have already told you how to create it. So if you go to here, resource assignments, so we have the resource type and the budget units again for that resource, so that is okay. Click next, and wherever you want to save the file you can choose that location. Click next and finish. So if you open that file, so if you go to here, resources, so here we have man hours. So this is the labor source. So if you see here, we have this, all this labor sources. Then we have here somewhere this non-labor sources. So that is the scissor lift resource that we have assigned to some of the activities. So how you can upload it? You just you don't need to change the other resources. Last time we have uploaded here the man hours. So just you need to go here and apply the filter. Just apply the filter for the non-labor. So these are all the non-labor resource, that is a scissor lift resource that you have applied to some of the activities. So this was the simple resource calculation sheet that we have last time we have created. So in this sheet you have the wall activities here. Take a copy of this sheet, move a copy, create a copy, move to the end. So here you can write just machine resource MR. So all this, instead of the man hours, you can just write here. So similarly, quantity, unit of measurement, then you can here write here machinery, type of the machinery. Then here you can write, you will delete this column, productivity and the machine hours. Machine hours that you need. So for example, you have here installed wall head for drywall partition. So if you have here 500 meter square of the walls, and you have here scissor lift, and in the scissor lift you have here productivity. So one scissor lift maybe can do 200 meter square. So here how many scissor lift machine hours you need, how many days. So 500 divided by 200, that is 2.5 days. So total man hours will be 2.5 multiplied by 10, that is 25 25 machine hours you need here. So similarly you can calculate for all these activities. So for example, if I have, let's suppose that I have the same quantity here and the same number of, so you will have here different quantities. So based on your quantities you can calculate your machine hours. So for example, if I say that I have same, here I have 25 also. In other auditoriums I will have the different quantities here. So based on the quantities I can calculate the machine hours. So then you can go here to your other sheet. So just you can apply the VLOOKUP formula here. So is equal to VLOOKUP. What it is asking that lookup value. So this one. Then it is asking the table array. So table array is here, here this one. So we will select all this table. Then comma, column index number. So K stands on the 11th number. So we'll write here 11, and comma. Then click this false exact match and close the bracket and press enter. So you see here that 25 machine hours that we have calculated in our sheet. So those are copied here. So then you can drag here and click this formula. So for example, because we have calculated only for these activities this 25 machine hours, so that's why only the 25 machine hours are copied here to only those activities for which we have calculated. So what we need to do, that we need to convert this into text. So just first you need to copy and copy paste as a value. So Control C and paste it as a value. Then you will go here and select all of these and convert to text. Go here and convert to text. Then press Ctrl S. Now this file is saved. Close this file. Close all tabs. Okay, close. Now we will go here, import spreadsheet XLS. Then we will select this sheet, click next. Update existing project. Okay, select the project here, click next. Activities, resources, resource assignment, click next, this one, and finish, and click close. So now if you see this here, if you click these activities, so you see that scissor lifts, so 25 machine hours we need here. Similarly here 25 machine hours. So all these activities, so scissor lift has been updated. So similarly you can assign the different machine type of the resources on different activities, and you can calculate from your Excel sheet, and then again you can export your Excel file from P6, and using VLOOKUP formula you can copy your machine hours to your Excel sheet and then again import it to P6. Now let's discuss about the quantities. So for example, you have similarly this wall activity, you have some you want to install. Now you see here this man hours for this all these activities we have uploaded, then machinery we have uploaded. Now we want to upload the quantities. So again we'll go to here, sources, we'll click here. So these are all machine resources we have. Now we want to calculate quantities. So you will write here material resource MR. So you will write here material resources. So in the material sources you will create here, for example you write here gypsum walls. Then you will have concrete quantities, you can write here concrete. Then you will have different flooring activities, you can write here floor. Flooring. So what you need, first you need to define the units for these quantities. So you will go here admin preferences. So you will go here admin categories. So you will go here unit of measure. So some unit of measure are already been defined here. So for example, each for EA kilograms, kgs, meter square, then square meter. So you can also define cubic meter. You need to press this add button and you write here cubic meter. So for cubic meter you can write here like this m cube and write here cubic meter. Then you can also define some other units that based on your quantities. So close here. So for example, this gypsum wall and make it a material source, concrete also material source, flooring also the material source. So this one now it is changed to material source. So we need to select this unit of measure. So we will click here. So gypsum wall we will measure it to square meter. Concrete we will measure into cubic meter. Flooring also we will measure into square meter. So now the units are also defined here. And you can select the calendar and maximum units per time. So we'll go here. So 10 per day, that is okay. Now again we need to go to the activity and assign here the resource. So we'll go click this activity, add resource. So we'll select all these activities and we will assign this gypsum wall quantity source. So now this gypsum wall quantity source has been assigned here. So similarly, what we will do that we will open our sheet that we have here, resource calculation sheet. So in this resource calculation sheet, for example, you have here some quantities. This one, for example, you have 500 cubic meter of wall. Here you have 250. So different quantities you have 300. So you have the same quantity. Okay, let's suppose you have same quantity here 500 cubic meter. So you will export this file, export spreadsheet, activities, resource assignment, click next, modify, go to resource assignment. So you have resource type and the budgeted units. So that's okay. Click OK, click next and then finish. So now you have this budgeted units for each activity. So we want to open only the material source. So go here to data and click here is material resource. So now you have here all the activities within material resources. So again you need to apply the VLOOKUP formula. VLOOKUP, select activity ID, comma, then select the table array. So we'll select up to here because we need this quantity, then column index number. So this is F. So sixth column, then close this bracket. So drag this formula to down. Now you see that you have copied your quantities from Excel sheet to here. There shouldn't be any formula applied here. So what you will do that you will paste it as a value and then convert to text. Now close it and close that tab and save. Now here you will again import this file. Activities, resources, source element, click next. Select the project type here, click next and finish. So now the import was successful. If you see these activities, now you see here budget units 500. Here also 500, 500. So whatever the quantity we had in our sheet, so that quantity is being updated here. So now you see that for all these activities we have quantity resource, man-hour resource and machine resource. So in this way, for all the activities you can assign 3 resources: material resource, then the man-hour resource and the machine resource. So in the next lecture I will tell you, then after this, once you have assigned all these resources, how to make the histograms, how to extract the data from here, and S-curves and histogram for the quantities, for the machinery, and what machinery you need per day, and what labor you need per day or per week or per month. So you need to make histograms and S-curves, and how to extract this data, and how to do the settings. So thank you for watching today's lecture.